What could be done to repair the divisions over COVID restrictions and vaccine mandates?
Forgive, forgive, forgive. I don't like to say respect everybody's opinion because that's a tricky one, but we have to heal and move on, and I'm afraid that discussion is going to be brought up many times around many circles. Make it a water cooler discussion and try to leave it at the water cooler.
I'm not sure that anything could be done towards that end on like a political front or a campaign front. I think that it has to be a natural happening, and yeah, it has to just come by naturally.
Well, I'm a vaxxer. I have both vaccines and my third shot. The reason that I did that is because I would like to be able to be free to go where I want and meet people that I want. That I know some people that are not vaccinated, I have not gone into their house. I will not go into their house because if I catch it, I can't go and visit where I want to visit afterwards because I'll feel guilty.
I don't think there is. There's no changing the people's opinions about it at this point. Either they're going to hate the restrictions and the pandemic and not believe in it, or they're going to believe in it. And they're going to do everything they can to mitigate the spread throughout society.
That's a tough one. I have no clue. I think I wish people could just trust the scientists. I get that it's hard to trust the government, but the science is there backing it all up. So I think get the proper information. But I don't know how to fix the divide. My family is so divided, so yeah, it's tough.
I mean, I just want us all to get along. Everybody has their own opinion and they're entitled to it, so I have no problem with it. You know, I'm a good abiding citizen, so I'll follow the rules, but I get it. I get why people are upset, and, you know, they have their opinions and they have their right to their opinions. We live in a free country, so.
I think people just need to start respecting everyone, their own decisions. You know, like some people are comfortable with it, great. Some aren't. Who cares, right? Like, if somebody wants to, and so if you go into a business, somebody asks you to put on a mask, just do it. You know, it's kind of painful, like you're taking it out on the wrong people for one.
I don't know how to bring everybody back together. I just say stay kind, you know, have a heart, and everybody's going through a different problem. And just be mindful of what everyone's going through is similar, but not the same. But just be kind. If you feel you want to be anti-vax, that's fine. Let them be. But you don't need to be ridiculous about it. Enough is enough.
Well, I know that the country is divided when it comes to masks and, you know, some of those in mandates. What I think is that at this point, because we've been in pandemic for more than 2 years, so I think it should be like, you know, kind of choice. Yes, of course, you know, certain places should be mandatory. But again, you know, we should be a little bit more light on some of those restrictions, because it's actually dividing the people.
In my opinion, because most of the Canadian population is vaccinated already, I don't think it should be such a big problem anymore. What can we do to repair it? I mean, I don't think we can ever convince everybody to have the same opinion on everything. So I think we just have to deal with the fact that some people are against it. And I think that because most of the population is vaccinated, I think we should just keep it as it is and just accept the fact that not everybody's going to be satisfied with the same decisions.
Just don't let that happen again. The convoy, the truckers shouldn't have been here in the first place. If it would have been the Indigenous people parking themselves there and wanting something to do about the water problems that they have, they would have been kicked out in the first day. So the truckers should have been moved out of there. If they don't want to get vaccinated, that's fine. But there's protocols to follow, and it's to make us all safe, right? It's all about safety.
That is a very big question. I think that it was hard being working right downtown while the trucker protests were going on, and there was a lot of anger. It was more so also fear, and I think that's really what it kind of comes down to, is that we all have these fears, and some people, just the way they express those and their opinions came out in ways that could, like, caused some divisions, and it is. I'm fortunate that a lot of my friends and colleagues and family members are kind of on one side, but at the same time that is not the case for many people, and maybe just trying to understand where people were coming from, because the restrictions have been hard on everyone, and it's devastating to see the impacts that will follow through and have impacts throughout, like for children. Like there's big impacts, and so maybe if we're compassionate, understand where they were coming from, and perhaps if they can understand the impact that they had on everybody's lives here.